6 months ago, in my first 3 games in charge, with 2 victories and 1 draw, I said to you, the storm is coming. Today, after this disaster season, I want to tell you, the good days are coming.
Ineos, are you mad? Sack Ten Hag mid-season for Amram. Different philosophy, new player demands, then come out saying the club nearly went under financially.
Christmas is November this year, the club runs out of cash.
Finished 15th and still spent huge. 64 million for a 15-goal Premier League forward. Beat Newcastle and Spurs to sign Brian Mbeumo for 70 million. Almost landed Benjamin Šeško, well now that is completed, for 80 million. And now, Baleba too? I've been faithful. First, since we got Cunha, thinking maybe Mbeumo and Gyökeres. But this is even better, especially with the LEMMiNO deal coming close, and we're even hearing about Donnarumma. All of these signings fit Amram perfectly. Life is good. But who is Baleba? Well, this question is for Rio Ferdinand and Carlos Noom. Goma Baleba is a 21-year-old defensive midfielder for Brighton and Hove Albion, and the Cameroonian national team, with 7 caps. Born in Douala, he trained at École de Football des Berceries before joining Lille in 2022. He spent his first year mostly on the B team, made his Ligue 1 debut in 22-23, picked up a red card early on, but finished strongly, winning penalties against Marseille and Nantes in final games of the season. Brighton would sign him after selling Caicedo for £115 million. His first Premier League season saw 1,500 plus minutes, Brighton's Young Player of the Year award, and standout games like 2-2 versus Liverpool with a 7-match run where he started every game. This season, he doubled his minutes, scored 4 and assisted twice, with big performances against the likes of Chelsea, City, Arsenal, and even a goal at centre back. Versatile, physical, tireless, a destroyer like Caicedo with more technical upside in my opinion. Brighton valued him up to 120 million, but United could get him for 85 to 95 million if he pushes for the move. Right now, we're even hearing from Indy Kayla, who has been quite good this window, that personal terms between Baleba and United could be already agreed. Well, after that Vinny exclusive, I'm not so sure if I believe Indy Kayla too much now, but I guess if you're still watching here, go ahead and subscribe. That's insane. Along him comes Benjamin Šeško. We've scouted this guy since he was 16. Finally signed for £74 million after exploding at Leipzig, with the most goals for a U21 player since 2023. And at 6'5", he's fast, powerful, and deadly in the air, winning 57% of headers compared to Haaland's 25%. And capable of outrageous long strikes, volleys, and trivela finishes too. He's not yet the killer inside the box he could be, but that's coachable, and now United have him. As for Baleba and Wharton leads Baleba in passes, progressive passes that is, forward passes and key passes. Baleba is a very well-rounded player though, and is superior in terms of forward passes completed, progressive carries, and almost possessions won. Plus, considering he's played twice the minutes of Wharton, it's more impressive. And if we look at the stats, Wharton is pretty much only better at passing, which will be covered by Bruno in midfield next to Baleba, or Mbeumo. So now, the only thing left to analyze is how these two would work in Amram's system. Not just Baleba or Wharton, but in combination with Cunha, Mbeumo, and Šeško. Now, first of all, what will Amram's build-up look like? Well, for this particular reason, neither Baleba or Wharton play a huge role in the preliminary build-up. But what we can expect to see is one of the two dropping back and receiving the ball next to the central center back, which in that case would be De Ligt. You see, Leniero would likely receive the ball on the right or left side, or it could be Lisandro Martinez, depending on the opponent. But either way, once he's on the ball, the goal will be to get the ball as fast as possible to Baleba. And at this point, Baleba's carrying ability comes into play. Because Baleba is so strong, fast, and has some very underrated technical flair, he'd be able to play the ball into Cunha. pushing Mbeumo more centrally. From there, Baleba's role in the game is expected to advance with the goal to get the ball up to Šeško or Mbeumo, who will be up top, looking to either straight away get a shot off, or looking for one-touch passing to the wingbacks, or to Mbeumo, who we often see in Amram's system. As for Warden, things would pretty much be the same, except his ball carrying isn't nearly to the level of Baleba, nor does he possess the same press resistance. So playing with Warden would likely cause us to activate one of the major issues in Amram's system, which is that sometimes we struggle to play the ball through central zones. So it ends up either us trying to get the ball to the wingback, getting stuck and losing it, getting pressed, or we just end up playing a long ball, which is feasible considering we have a 6'5" target man who wins majority of his aerial duels, but it's not ideal at all. Plus, based off what I've seen, the passing stats don't exactly say it, but I think Baleba is actually better at these long balls than Warden is. It's really important they can both complete one-touch passes in tight spaces, the likes of Mbeumo and Ahmad, and they can both do this pretty well, but I think that Baleba's technical ability will make him a better choice. Baleba and Mbeumo, one slower, younger talent, and one destroyer, who are pretty good at keeping possession and have a lot of youth, would be better than Warden and Mbeumo, who I think are a little bit more similar, playing further off the pitch, like those CDNs that you can also imagine playing, as not exactly 10s, but maybe more like 8s, and a bit more focused on passing. Now, we're being told that we'll go for a goalkeeper in the next few weeks. Now wait up, future me here. The truth is that we may not go for a goalkeeper anymore, because Amram's kind of confident in it, and I guess you can give him a fresh start, but I think LEMMiNO is still a possibility, but if the Baleba deal goes too high, I don't think it'll happen. Not only that, but we're hearing that Amram wants Toilet out.
Struggled without a reference as a striker. We have a new player.
And United are considering a loan deal on the cards. Well, I'd love to hear that. But to conclude, this could be the greatest window United have ever had, and I couldn't be more excited. The performance against Fiorentina was solid, and I can see a vision for the future. So I'll be back soon to review how this team looks going into matchday 1 versus Arsenal. And as for that game, I'm expecting a win, and look forward for this United side. Really, don't sleep on them. I think this year we will challenge for the league. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.